City Adventures. What are we doing?
We are doing our longest run of our couch to half marathon adventure. How many miles today, Gare?
6.5 mile run today.
6.5. I think we're on week, what, 5?
Yeah, we'll show you the plan when we get home. For those of you who have no idea what we're talking about, we signed up to do a half marathon at Disney World on November 3rd. It's called the Wine and Dine Marathon. Goes through Epcot, Magic Kingdom, 13.1 miles. I am not what you might call a runner. You are.
Not really. I haven't run since 2018 when I did the Disney half marathon and it almost killed me.
But that's what I mean. You've done a half marathon before. I've never run more than about a quarter mile before.
Nothing like Disney to get him to run though.
Yeah.
For sure.
So we have to start training because it's what, August 11th today. So we've got less than 3 months till this race. We started training for real probably about a month ago.
Yeah.
And we're doing a schedule of 2 30-minute runs during the week and then a longer run on the weekend that gets longer and longer each week. So we did 5 miles last week. That sucked. And 6.5 miles today.
Yeah.
We're just getting started. We're on our warm-up. Got our Camelback water that Buffy figured out today. Got our headphones. We're using the workout app on the Apple Watch to track our pace. We did what? We do
Hi,
about
puppies.
our 30-minute runs right now. We're doing at about 12 minutes and 20-second pace, I think.
Yeah. Not bad for old folks.
Yeah, to finish the marathon, we have to do a 16-minute mile pace. And we're going to shoot for 14 today because it's longer.
Yeah, it's longer. We're also have only listened to Disney playlists because, keeps us both motivated.
It's a Disney race, so what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So we're about to go turn on the jets, start this workout. We may record a few clips along the race, or if I'm dying, we may not.
Also, it has been raining, like monsoon raining for the last few days.
See how wet it is out everywhere.
So we have a little bit of a gap in the weather. We're hoping to be able to finish, but there's a chance we could get drowned. And also we're gonna run around the river. We're gonna run along the river for a bit. And it's probably pretty high and murky.
Yeah.
So might be cool to see.
All right, here we go.
Okay. One of the circumstances, we'll call it, of training for a half marathon when you're out of shape at nearly 9,000 feet is...
You can't breathe?
You can't breathe? Tell me. And you can't run 6.5 miles without running uphill. Somewhere.
Everywhere.
So...
All roads lead up.
Yeah.
Every road. Leads up everywhere.
All right, we got a long way to go.
At least the scenery's not bad when you're running in Lake City.
Scenery's gorge.
Can you guess the current track by Buffy's dance moves on this race? Can you guess? All right, put in the comments down below. What was the track right now? Wait, here it is.
The past is in
No, you can't sing it. Running on the trail along the river. About 1.1 miles in. Oh, big puddles. 5 miles to go. 5 miles plus. It's happening. We're running. I was going to tell you how we set up our watch. The value of the Apple Watch is 100 times higher if you use it for workouts. So you can set a custom workout with work intervals and recovery intervals. So we're doing 60 seconds of running and 90 seconds of recovery. For our shorter runs, we do 60 and 60. And hopefully that gets better over time. But everything I've heard about training for a half marathon, if you're a not runner, is don't overtrain. Take it easy. If you try to go too hard, it's going to get an injury. So that's what we're trying to avoid.
We've been couching for a while, so
Yeah,
we got a couch to running slowly.
exactly. And all that matters in this race
But
is that we finish.
this trail is gorgeous. It totally helps
So
mentally.
let me show it to you. Uh-oh. There goes the watch. Time to run. Why is it that the minute of running feels like 8 minutes and the 90 seconds of walking feels like 12 seconds? Why is that? For those of you familiar with Lake City, we're running up County Road 20. So there's a bunch of nice trails on the riverside, and then it crosses over to this trail, which goes on the mountainside. And it's not very far before the trails run out, but we're gonna go up the trails and then make a U-turn and head back because there's a lot of traffic.
And we have more trails in town actually to run on.
Yeah.
And not everybody knows about them, but they go quite a ways.
Yeah.
And they're well maintained. In fact, you and I need to volunteer this spring to help.
Yeah, now that we're using them.
Yeah.
And also, this road is ever so slightly uphill the whole way, which is super annoying.
But
So
look at how beautiful it is.
yeah, it's so wet in here. So we're gonna make a U-turn up here and head back into town. Nice portion of the run here, right along the river. And it's so wet that it's not dusty on this road. Normally it's pretty dusty.
And we just had a really nice Jeeper who actually pulled way over for us so we didn't splash it.
Yeah, that is a risk. Somebody comes flying by, you're gonna get
But thank
nailed.
you for respectful visitors.
We're about to finish our recovery. Oh, there it is.
Ah!
And then there's the entrance to the trail on the riverside where that sign is up here on the right. So we're going back down to the trails. Running for a minute.
Others mark the signs.
So I gotta say, it adds to the difficulty to try to record while you're doing this. Sorry, I'm sure it's annoying to listen to our panting, but it's good training
Yeah.
because the actual race has marching bands, concerts, characters, photo ops, all kinds of stuff that you want to record and capture during the race. So I think recording during the race is definitely going to be happening. So this is just training.
This is Devil's Kitchen. It was a favorite place for me as a teenager to hang out, and my teenagers hung out here too, but the other day our youngest was parked out here right under there and actually had a rock fall off the cliff and hit the hood of his car. So Lake City adventures.
We have about 70 seconds so we have to run again. See if I can get this out. So we're training today on August 11th, which is during T23, the Ultimate Fan Event. We had tickets. We're supposed to be there right now, but we ended up taking some other trips. We couldn't make it, but we're able to give our tickets to our sister Melody, who's there right now. And we're literally on this run. And she just sent me a text standing at the WDW radio booth with Lou Mangello, our buddy and podcaster, all around great guy. We came out and gave a talk at our hospital last year. So I'm gonna put that photo in right now.
And wait, Melody is wearing the cutest outfit. If we get her permission, we'll post that here too.
All right, oh, here we go, time to run. There's the Henson Creek going down towards Confluence. And we have approached Memorial Park in Lake City. I'll give you a mileage update. 2.5 miles. We're at a 13-minute, 20-second pace. So we are ahead of schedule and doing, I think, pretty well. Definitely out of breath on the runs, but these long recoveries certainly give you a chance to get your heart rate back down. So here's Memorial Park, also known as the EMS helicopter landing zone. We're gonna run around it and we gotta manufacture, holy crap, 4 more miles. Okay, we can do this. Back here in the back corner of Memorial Park, we just wanted to show you the closest thing to a beach that exists in Lake City. There's even palm trees and a gazebo and beautiful water. Oh, time to run. Here we go. All right, we've crossed the river from Memorial Park. We're on this side, one of these lesser known trails that you were talking about. We're gonna kind of curve around back by some houses and then dive into a trail along the Lake Fork River.
Yeah, so this is the confluence. You may have already said that.
Yeah, right there, right behind this tree.
Hinson Creek and the Lake Fork.
Henson Creek and Lake Fork. A little boardwalk, and then we run for a minute. The sun just came out, and that's nonsense.
Sun's out,
It's
sun's
like
out.
90% humidity after this rain. By the way, we're training at 8,700 feet, which you would think would give us an advantage since the race is at 0 in Orlando, but
It's gonna be hot.
the race is also in Orlando, so it's gonna be like 80 degrees and 80% humidity, even at 6 in the morning.
Yeah, we're dry landers.
So I think the altitude benefit will get canceled out by the heat and humidity penalty, but I guess we'll find out. Last time Buffy ran the half marathon, it was like 40 degrees. She almost froze her butt off in Orlando.
It was in January.
So you never know. All right, we're still on the running portion. We're going over the pedestrian bridge, over the Lake Fork, right here, where we started. And then we're gonna take a left and follow the trail along the river. Here's the Lake Fork River. Beautiful, and our trail. We're on a so sweet recovery stretch right now. The longer this race goes, the more I appreciate these recovery periods.
We're a little more than halfway right now.
About 3.5 miles, maintaining a 13-minute, 26-second pace. So hanging in there, doing 60 running and 90 walking.
We're hoping the balloon ladies don't catch up to us.
Yeah, the balloon ladies are the sweepers on the half marathon course. If you fall behind the balloon ladies, you get very politely escorted onto a bus. So that's what we're trying to avoid. No sweepers, no balloon ladies. Have to have a 16-minute pace. But I'm confident. We have 3 months. We can do this. Here we go. All right, now we're going through a pretty irregularly rock surface, otherwise known as ankle breakers. But again, good training, right? Oh, jeez. All right, it's getting hard. We're out of shape. I'm out of shape.
I'm out of shape too.
We're at 4.9 miles. We slowed down a little bit, 13-minute, 35-second pace. But we're about to cross the 5-mile mark, which will officially be the longest run I've ever done in my entire life, I think. After 5 miles. We did 5 miles 2 weeks ago. This one's 6.5. So cross that mark and we got a mile and a half to go.
Easy. We got it.
We're slowing down.
We are slowing. I can feel my old injuries.
Yeah, everything's kind of, everything feels heavy. But I have confidence that we will finish.
Of course we will. Together. Dun, 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 dun.
We have less than a mile to go. 5.6 miles in, 13:32 pace. We just had to do some internal coaching, bringing back the words of mine, or maybe your
No, I love her.
favorite Peloton instructor, Christine Desercole, I'm not sure how you say it. But do your internal words point you towards success? When things get tough, what does your inside voice tell you? Does it tell you to quit? Does it tell you it's hard? Does it tell you to give up? No. Whatever your internal voice says is what your body will do, right? So as Christine says, I am, I can, I will, I do. Somebody explain this to me. We're doing 60-minute runs and 60-second runs, 90-second walks. Yet every single time that there's an uphill, it's on a run. Every time. It's not possible. The statistical odds are like 1 in 100 million. Every single run, every single uphill ends up being on a run. We have a half mile to go. Probably about 3 more runs. Maybe 4, maybe 5. Oh.
Left?
Yeah, I guess. Half mile, yeah. This should be it. This should be the last segment. We're almost there. Here it comes.
Holy shit.
Here it comes, 6.5 miles. We did it.
Just think, if we were just doing the 10K, we would have our mileage completed.
And some. Tell that story once I have my breath. Nice work. 6.53 miles. 13-minute, 39-second average pace. It was like, how many minutes? I can't hold the phone. 1 hour, 29 minutes, 12 seconds. I set 90 minutes as my, actually 91 minutes, so we beat that.
Perfect.
And now we walk home as a cool down.
And then we gotta stretch, stretch, stretch.
So next week I think is 8 miles.
Yay!
Oh my God.
Maybe we should go out to the lake.
It's not that I mean, I could run again right now if I had to, but I don't want to. That was plenty for today. I'm all good. All right, we're cooling off. Breath is pretty much back.
Yeah.
Heading back home on a nice slow walk. Just wanted to tell that story. So for those of you that don't know, registering for a Run Disney race is one of the most competitive things on earth. Apparently, with Disney adults and Disney fans, if you create an event and then say it has limited capacity, then there will be 1 million people that want to do that.
Us included.
Yeah, so this was our first year trying. You may have seen in our previous videos registering for tickets for D23, which is going on today that I mentioned earlier in this video. Registering for Run Disney is the same process. So you get online and you join a website before a certain time, and then when it hits that time exactly, you get assigned a random number in line. What we didn't know, that was our first time ever doing that, is that you can open up 10 different computers and get 10 different chances. So that's how people do it to try to increase their odds. We didn't know that, so we only really had 1 or 2.
One.
And we didn't get a very good number. I was at work, Buffy did it.
I think it was 1,700.
Yeah, so we were planning on registering for the 10K, which is 6 miles, which we just did. And I figured we could do that with minimal training.
Yeah.
Well, Buffy ends up having about a 3-hour wait in this virtual queue to register. And by the time she gets through 3 hours later, the 10K is sold out. So she basically says to herself, well, I waited in this line for 3 hours. I'm not walking out of here with nothing.
Right.
So signs us up for the half marathon instead. Because I mean, 10K versus 13.1 miles, basically the same thing. So that's how we got signed up for a half marathon. Not by choice, wasn't the plan, but we did it.
But we've seen the medal for this half marathon, and it's Ratatouille.
Yeah, it's runny themed.
And little Remy on the medal is so cute. So.
And that's because there's different marathons throughout the year. This one is the Wine and Dine marathon. And actually, our registration to the marathon also includes an after-hours event and party at Epcot till 1 in the morning. With, I'm sure it's not included wine, but with attractions and food booths and stuff. So that'll be a long day because the race is at 5 a.m. and then Epcot closes at 1 a.m. the next day.
Race is at 5 a.m., but we gotta be there at like 3.
Yeah, like 3 or 4, yeah. Yeah, so that's how we ended up in a half marathon, and that's why we're spending our Sunday running 6.5 miles.
It's bonding.
I had to mention on this video too, since I keep mentioning D23, and our channel's all over the place. So I feel like our subscribers, some of them subscribe because of Lake City, some because of running, some because of home theater now, some because of Disney. But for those of you that are Disney fans, the D23 Ultimate Fan Event Parks Experience was last night. And oh my goodness, did we get some awesome announcements, right?
For sure.
Not 1, but 2 attractions coming to Avengers Campus in California Adventure, including one that was a total surprise. A Coco dark ride boat ride in California Adventure. A whole land and 2 attractions themed to cars in Frontierland and Magic Kingdom.
And
Villains Kingdom.
that's my favorite announcement.
A whole new land with 2 attractions, dining, shopping behind Magic Kingdom. And then a whole new land in Hollywood Studios, Monsters Incorporated, with an elevated suspended roller coaster through the doors of Monsters Incorporated. Like, wow.
Yeah.
New nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom. 4 new Disney cruise ships are coming over the next, 8 years.
I mean, they know how to get us.
Yeah, there's more too. I can't even think of everything that was announced. There's a new Lion King attraction overseas in Disneyland Paris. There's a Spider-Man roller coaster in Disney Shanghai. They just kept going. The list of announcements was epic.
Did you say Coco? How about Encanto?
Oh yeah, Animal Kingdom.
Casita.
Animal Kingdom has a brand new Indiana Jones ride, which is based on the same track as the Indiana Jones ride in Disneyland, but it'll be a whole new story and theme, not a clone, which is awesome. And then the other side of the reimagining of Dino Land is Encanto, with a casita. And it sounds like it might be a trackless ride, and you go from room to room and explore all the different doorknobs and powers that all the people have in the family.
How fun.
Oh.
Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah.
It'll keep us going.
Yep. All right, so we're back home. Time to go stretch. And I'll see if I can show you guys what it looks like, the graphs that you get from using your Apple Watch for a workout, since I'm a numbers guy and nerd, and that's why I like the Peloton, because you can see your exact numbers, and the Apple Watch kind of does that too. So let me show you our graphs and our pace.
I'm sure they'll be very impressive.
Hardly.
Hi, kitty.
So yeah, thanks for coming along on our Couch to Half Marathon journey. And we have a day off tomorrow, and then a 30-minute run the next day, and then we just keep going from there. Oh, let me show you the training plan real quick before we sign off. All right, so here's the training plan that we're using. You can see this if you just Google Disney Marathon Training Plan, and it's put out by Disney. There's an author, I forget his name. I wish I could give him credit, but I don't know what his name is. But you can see it's broken down by week. And so this is for beginning runners, which is definitely me. I think you could have done the experienced one. But so Tuesday, 30 minutes, Thursday, 30 minutes, and then Saturday is where you build your endurance. So week 1 is 30-30, 2 miles, 30-33 miles, 30-34, and so on. Then it starts to kind of alternate. 30-32, 30-35 was last week. 30-36.5, that was today. I'm gonna cross that over in a minute. And then you can see it goes 30-33, so it goes back down, kind of a rest week. And then 30-38, 30-33, 30-39.5, 30-33, 30-30-11, 30-33, 30-30, 12.5, and then we're getting there. 30-33, 30-30, 14, so that's actually longer. We're gonna run longer than the half marathon, 2 weeks before the half marathon. And then 30-33 the week before, and then this is the actual week of 30-30, and then race day. And then there's one more week on here, 30-33, I guess, in the hopes that you don't just abandon your running dreams entirely once you complete the race, and maybe you keep doing this. I don't know, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I think it's supposed to be a kind of a strategy to prevent burnout and injury, so it's not just running 8 miles 3 days a week, because beginners can't do that. So I'm gonna cross this one off, and thanks for joining us on our Lake City Adventure Couch to Half Marathon.
Yeah.
I'm sweating so hard now, it's unbelievable.
And we will see you real soon.
Bye.